alleged.
Samson, let me come in briefly on this, because the concern then is this is the Attorney General. He ought to do anything and everything to get to the bottom of a case, for instance. The key question that many ask is, what exactly did the Attorney General do wrong in all this? Because it's coming up in the last few minutes that he was invited to the house or the home of a Supreme Court justice, and then Japa emerged and then raised the issue about his request to the AG. Really, in all this, what did the AG do wrong?
Yes, so let's split the things that the AG has done into two. The one which is an allegation in the courtroom is one. Let's put that as one. Yeah. And then what he did after the allegation, after the court proceedings. Now, in respect of the allegation in the court, those are things that, at least on the records, he has not denied them in the court. But we believe that he may be given an opportunity to speak to that. Currently, we don't have any clear procedure for testing something. This is very strange. It's actually something very new in our jurisdiction. We know of what we call mini trial, when someone adduces evidence which police evidence. There is a process called mini trial where we stop the main trial and hold a trial to determine the verity of or the veracity of what the allegation is about. Yeah. But we don't have a similar thing for this. So clearly, we have to find a way of resolving this. Now, one of the ways of resolving this would be, and there are different views on this, that the Attorney General may be referred to the disciplinary committee of the General
Which we have heard the NDC say they may do.
Which would be, I mean, whereby the committee will hear evidence, will take evidence and give sanctions if they find out to be true. There's another school of thought which suggests, which I belong to, that the Attorney General is not necessarily subject to the disciplinary procedures of the General Legal Counsel, in the sense that because the Attorney General is a constitutional office and the General Legal Counsel itself as a whole is just a statutory body established by Parliament, and secondly, the Attorney General doesn't take licenses. He doesn't practice with a license in the sense in which ordinary lawyers practice. So even the GLC has no specific rules for such. But
he's a lawyer and a leader of the bar.
It's the same as saying that the Chief Justice is a lawyer, so if he does something, you drag him in there. So the fact that he's a lawyer he's not acting in a typical lawyer sense. He's actually a government official who is performing some constitutional rule. So the same regime, I think the same regime may not apply. What then this means is that in terms of such bodies, you have Parliament having oversight because the Attorney General is a part of the executive. And in the broader structure of government, in terms of constitutional law, Parliament has oversight, on the executive branch of government, including what the ministers do. So in that respect, I foresee a possibility of Parliament actually holding the Attorney General and, initiating an inquiry into this proceeding, into this issue, to find constitutional sanctions for the Attorney General, or not necessarily sanctions, but to have a more constitutional inquiry into the matter and ascertaining whether it is true, and if it is true, then sanction will follow.